Hello and welcome to the Thinking Cap channel. I am your host, Positive Tos, and I'm here with a very special guest today. I'm excited because this is going to be an electrifying episode. We do have here Mr. Joshua Wolliston. He is the owner of the Hot Box Gym, and it is hot, man, I tell you. Wow. Also the CEO and founder of the 5 Million Movement. We are ready and excited for this interview. Are you ready to light it up?
I am, yes sir.
Let's get lit. So how you doing today, bro?
Excellent, man. Excellent. Really excited to be here. Appreciate it.
Yeah, our pleasure, man. Thank you for inviting us to the Hot Box, man. It is definitely an honor to be here. I did attend the Hot Box, I want to say about 2 months ago, and took a class here. It was intense. If you need any personal training in the Orlando, Kissimmee area, come see this guy right here. But enough of me. I want to hear about you, man. What do you have going on? Tell us what makes you Joshua Wolliston.
What makes me Joshua? So number one, a disclaimer, I smile a lot, so I can't apologize about that. That's who I am. Sorry about that. So I love to smile because my passion is for people. I love people. I'm a people person. So I transform bodies, pushing people mentally, physically, spiritually, financially. That's my whole goal. And at the same time, I have a heart to feed people. So that's a really big deal.
So when you say a heart to feed people, what do you mean? You mean like spiritually, mentally, physically? Exactly. How do you feed people?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it all encompasses. So feeding mentally, physically, spiritually, financially. But what I noticed is when I spoke to somebody a little while back, it was a homeless guy. I was speaking to him, I was just giving him good information, I was pretty much preaching to him, and he was like, yeah man, I hear you, but I'm just hungry. I'm just hungry. And I was like, so if I feed you, you'll listen to me a little bit more. He said, yeah. So I realized if I feed you physically, you'd be more susceptible to literally feed with the natural and the spiritual and every mentally. And I was like, wow, that's what I want to do with my life. I want to transform people, but if I feed them first, then they'll listen to what I have to say later.
The light turned on. That was a quick thinking right there. That was a quick thinking moment. Yeah, that's incredible. So, what else do you have going on? I know you have the 5 Million Movement. What is Joshua? What is Hot Box about?
The Hot Box. So the Hot Box, as you can tell, it is hot here. I'm not gonna lie, it is hot. But if you ever done hot yoga, you know the advantage of hot yoga. So now we combine hot yoga with physical activity, and the results are incredible. So obviously you're gonna be sweating, you'll be pushing yourself in every aspect. Mm-hmm. So that's a great thing. Make sure you hydrate when you come in here, because it is hot. I'm already glistening. So make sure you drink enough water. So that's what the Hot Box is all about, and we combine it with Herbalife as well. So we have Hot Box strength training right after they finish, training, working out. They have the nutritional shake right afterwards. Nice. So it's like meshes perfectly, and that's nice. One of the things. And then of course you see this big old number on my chest. Yeah, there you go. So someone asked me, like, is that the many push-ups you've done? I was like, nah, man, that's not how many push-ups I've done. I said, really? I said, do you know 6 people? He was like, yeah, man, I know 6 people.
Do you know 6 people?
Yeah, do you know 6 people, right? And they're like, of course, yes. Everybody knows 6 people. I said, did you realize that 1 in 6 people, 1 in every 6 people in America go to bed hungry every day?
Wow.
And when they heard that, they're like, wow, man, I didn't realize that. And I said, but that's what I want to bring to your awareness. I want the world to know, right here in America, there's hungry people. And I couldn't have that information and not do something about it. So it's a burning desire to tell someone we have to do something about this poverty. So I created the 5 Million Movement. What it is, 5,785,439. All right? That's how many meals we'll distribute this year with your help, and anybody else who's watching. Every time someone buys a shirt or hat or anything on our product line, we help distribute 11 meals with our brand ambassadors and with our nonprofit organization. So that's what it's all about.
1 in 6 people go to bed hungry every night. Yeah. And you took action.
Right here in America.
You took action to do something about that. Yeah. And that's why the Thinking Cap movement supports the 5 Million Movement. That's incredible. Well, if you don't mind, Josh, if I may just take a moment to introduce our viewers to the Enlightenment Round, or the Enlighten Round. If you've never watched the interview before and this is your first time tuning in, the Enlighten Round is a speed round. And the questions that are asked in the Enlighten Round are the same questions that I ask every interviewee, but given their own experiences in life, their own perspectives on life, and based off of who they are as a person, they provide their own answers with their own perspectives, their own ideas and thoughts based around those questions. So, without further ado, let's move into the enlighten round. I'm going to ask you some questions for our viewers to kind of hear your thoughts and pick your brain a little bit, and we'll see how we can connect with you.
Let's see. Let's go. It forced me to start thinking more positive when I speak with anybody. Anybody who I come in contact with, I have to bring that positive light to them, whether it be a smile, whether it be a kind gesture. But it forces me to always think that, you know, someone else needs your smile, Josh. You have to be creative. Be that light for them, because I might be the only brightness that they may see for today.
Man, dope.
My biggest failure is, and it sounds kind of weird, but my fire was my biggest failure because it was uncontrolled. It was just a wild flame, and it blazed and it quick, and I didn't have the right tools to literally use like the blowtorch. I didn't have the right tools, so I had to educate myself. So my failure was I was so sporadic. I wanted to tell everybody about it, and it almost consumed me because I forgot. You know, I forgot I had a wife. I forgot I had a business. I forgot I had people to take care of. So it was almost overwhelming that I forgot my normal responsibilities because my passion was so fiery. However, when I started educating myself a whole lot more, I mean, I listened to pretty much every single book from Grant Cardone, pushed myself in every aspect, listen to books from T.D. Jakes. So it forces me to be a better man now that I know how to control my fire. So it's a controlled blaze now. It's still fire, but it's a controlled blaze.
That's awesome. Focus and organization, balance. Balance is the word I'm looking for. Balance is key. So definitely, I can definitely relate to that because there have been times that I've been on fire for different things, and yeah, all over the place and no real balance. That's definitely key.
Okay, so immediately, the first thing I tell people about is the shirts. They said, "What's that big old number on your chest?" And I said, I explained to them, "Do you know 6 people?" I went through that. And I said, for every shirt that is purchased or hat, we're gonna help distribute 11 meals. So food will be provided every time you see that number. And that's my goal. So I want literally, mark me with these words. I want to end world hunger, starting with America.
Remember that, he said mark him with his words.
Yeah, I will, not want to, I will end world hunger. With everyone's help, make it happen.
I'm on board, man. I'm on board.
My father said this to me, and it always rings in my head. He said, "Son, do what you have to do now so you can do what you want to do later." And it stuck with me every single night. So I think about it, even right now. Do what you have to do now so you can do what you want to do later. And my goal is to feed millions. So I have to do what I need to do right now.
I'm gonna have to jot that one down.
What does it mean to be lit? For me personally, it forces me to that mindset of being positive every time I see somebody. I have to be that light because, like I said it before, I might be the only light they have seen the whole day. People have heart. Like, this world is tough. This world is really tough.
Definitely.
So I want to be that light for somebody who had a tough day. When they see my smile, I want it to be contagious. So like, you smiling, you smiling, you smiling. That's what I want it to be.
And you better smile back. You see how big he is, right? See how swole he is. Better smile. No, I'm just kidding.
I want to shed light on, sounds so redundant, but the poverty and the level of the massive amount of people living in the poverty line. In America, and of course around the world, you see that. But right here, I can walk outside and I see homeless people. I see them begging for food, and that bothers me. So, if you give a man a fish, he eats for that day. Happy about that. He's gonna keep coming back to you. But if you teach a man how to fish, he'll eat for a lifetime. So I want us to end world hunger. Okay, I want us to end world hunger by shedding the light on how to teach people how to fish. Let's get them out of poverty. So I want this to be awareness that a lot of stuff's happening with poverty. We got to do something about it. We have to take action, and not just any action. We got to take massive action.
Yes, I agree. And there are so many different things you can do to contribute. But again, if you support the 5 million movement, there's 11 meals that go out from each purchase. So that's awesome. Thank you, Josh. And lastly, what can we do to connect with you?
Okay, Instagram. So that's one of the ways. Is Joshua's Army 5 mil, MIL. Okay, Joshua's Army 5 mil, and of course the website joshua.army.net. Okay, so those are the two. You can see Joshua Wolliston on Facebook. That's my basic standard. You'll see Joshua's Army on a group or private group. It's gonna be open for you guys, but it will be a private group on Facebook as well. So that's the way you can connect. I can give you my phone number.
You gotta connect with him to get that.
Gotta connect.
All right, well, there you have it, y'all. There it is, Mr. Joshua's Army here in the hot box. It is burning up, so we're gonna end this real quick. No, it's definitely a pleasure being here. Man, I'd be in here all day just to pick your brain, but write any comments below, like and subscribe to the channel, and reach out to Josh any way you'd like, and follow the Thinking Cap movement further on Instagram at ThinkingCap Official, or you can follow me personally at +_Tos, that's +_TOS, or find me on Facebook at Ian Michael Santos in parentheses +Tos. It has been a pleasure to be here and be with you, Mr. Joshua Wolliston, and we just want to share with you all really quickly, stay positive, stay creative, and keep your thinking cap on.